everyone, and welcome back to Night Combos.
Welcome back. I'm here.
I was about to say, hubby's here. Y'all see our picture? And this is Gyp's little laugh. It's not her baby laugh, not the baby little baby laugh. It's her, remember, I don't know, some of y'all may remember the live that we posted a while back where she was putting some of Christy's face mask on because she didn't have any of her own. And y'all, it was witch green. I'm not even kidding. It was literally dark witch colored green. So that's her little laugh here. That's why we wrote it in green. Just so y'all can know. I'm sure a lot of y'all would put that together. But it's her little witch laugh. Hee 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 hee. Ken won't find out the truth. But we'll see, Gyp. We'll see. Because we all know that Ken has been AWOL. We all know that. He hasn't been at her house. And he hasn't been in her lives or anything. And she's also done the whole little dance that we put in our videos yesterday. Or last night. It was yesterday. And the day before, matter of fact. Wasn't it? Yeah. That we put in our videos of her trying to look cute, seductive. I don't know what she was trying to do, but she was trying to do something like that, saying you'd be crazy not to take me back, like she was talking to Ryan. But now we were wondering, hubby and I were talking about it, and we were wondering.
Yeah, she could be talking about Ken.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that was funny hearing you say Ken like that. But she could be. Was she talking to Ken, y'all? Like, y'all let us know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. But first, we have got to say this. Y'all, oh my gosh. Y'all know we were trying to reach 1,550 subscribers, right? Y'all, we only need, what was it again?
6 more.
Yeah.
1,700.
Yes! We only need 6 more subscribers to reach 1,700 exactly. We cannot believe how much our channel grew in just one day, y'all. Our family, not just mine and hubby's, but all of us. Our family and channel is growing, y'all. So we're getting more and more family members on here on YouTube. So we greatly appreciate that. Thank y'all so much.
And we thank you so much for the super thanks.
Yeah.
And everything else.
I was going to say that next. Yes. Y'all, we got 2 more super thanks. We did. We got 2 more super thanks. We just never imagined the channel and our little family and channel here on YouTube growing so quickly. And it is all thanks to every single one of you. All of you that's been with us from the beginning all the way to now, and all of our new subscribers. We cannot begin to tell y'all how thankful we truly are for every single one of y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you to the 2 people. We don't know if y'all want to be named, but thank you to the 2 people that sent the super thanks. Thank y'all so much for that. We got so excited over that. I know it seems silly, but y'all, we get so excited every time we get just 1 subscriber or, the super thanks. We truly get so excited over our channel growing and our little family, what we call our family, because we said from the very beginning, and y'all can go back and look if you don't believe us, in our very first video, we said we wanted our channel to be like one big family just sitting around talking, and we may not always agree with each other, or we may not always have the same opinions, but that's okay. We may change y'all's mind, y'all may change our minds. We may just agree to disagree and move on to the next topic, and that's okay. That's what family does. That's what it is. So we just wanted to say thank y'all so very much to all of our subscribers and all of our new subscribers. Thank y'all so very much. So we didn't know we would be talking about this DNA thing again, or for so long. But y'all, you can't trust nothing Girly Pop says, okay? Dip Jip is such a narcissistic, manipulative liar. It's crazy. But so you can't trust anything she says. But we found this video on TikTok that we're about to show y'all, and we may pause it a couple times to say a few things, but we're also going to let y'all hear another phone call that we made to Fastest Labs, which is where she went. And they sent the results off to DDC. So listen to this. So a few of y'all have sent us some hilarious things on TikTok and through email, but this is one that hubby come across a little bit ago, that because he finds these really hilarious. This dude right here, Twin Sparks Official on TikTok, and he showed it to me. I thought it was pretty funny. Anyway, excuse me. Anyway, we were gonna show it to y'all real quick since we are talking about Dip Jip, her apparent pregnancy, who the daddy is, and all of that good stuff. So y'all watch this. This is so funny.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
I'm most excited about sharing things with my daughter that like I didn't get to do. So it's like all those little milestone moments I'm so excited for. Even now in my pregnancy, I'm like, I always look at the apps. I'm like, okay, she's as big as a grapefruit or something, you know.
And now I did that all the time.
It's so fun.
It's
She's
so much
grapes
fun.
right now.
Yeah, it's a whole
great.
bunch of
Concord
grapes.
I never really understood that
I
term,
don't
by the
either.
way. I was like, what do you mean a grape?
Well, when I saw a banana, I was like,
Yeah, like I
so-
thought we were an apple last week. I don't know.
Yeah, they grow weird.
Yeah, it's different. The apps are different, but it's kind of like all of those little things that, you know, I wish I could have had growing up. I want to give to my daughter. So I was told my real age, then I was able to start celebrating and getting older.
Fun that is.
Yay.
Did you think you were younger or older than you were?
Originally, when I got arrested,
Yeah.
younger. I assumed that I was younger.
When you found your real age, were you like, let's
Lies.
go back?
Do you know how I really feel about it? Is like when I celebrate a birthday, I'm kind of like, you know, God, how did I get so old so fast?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
You're like, I was just 16.
Exactly.
That's funny.
She's obviously had a different life than I have, but I still feel the same way. I'm like, I can't believe I'm 32 now.
I'm most excited about sharing things with my daughter that like I didn't get to do.
Yeah. We're sorry. Dang, that choked me up. We thought y'all would think that was hilarious. But let's get to the actual video we wanted to show y'all now that made us make another phone call that we recorded for y'all to hear. Okay, we hope y'all enjoyed that. Here's the video we wanted y'all to hear though. And please don't think we are taking up for Dip Jip in any way when we do get into this, because we're definitely not taking up for Dip Jip. Y'all know that. Our whole YouTube channel and family knows that. We're not taking up for Dip Jip in any way, because after we say what we're going to say, we're also going to point out something else. But let's watch this video.
Okay, the first question I asked them was, could I please get a sample of what it looks like when you get a nip test back? And they sent it to me. The second question was, if the parties take tests, do they have to both go in and get the test taken? No, they do not, because a test will be sent to them. So the woman would go in and get the blood drawn, and the man would get the swabs in the cheek, and it would be sent that way. So, this is only alleged, educational purposes only.
Okay, y'all remember the sample test that we showed y'all the other day? So this is it right here. This is the sample test that you would get, okay? That's what she's talking about. And she's also talking about both parties don't have to show up. You'll hear our phone call in just a minute.
Did Gypsy swab her own cheeks? Because they did point out that if a woman did swab her own cheek and did a blood work, it would come out 99.9%.
Now, hubby and I were talking about this when we first seen this, and we were thinking, okay, yeah, you know, that could be true. Jip could have swabbed her own cheek, right? And sent it in. Okay, and we kept talking about it and thinking about it. But then we were, you know, thinking about it, and I looked at hubby and I was like, yeah, but how would she get that past Ken? So then we started thinking, well, Ken, he don't ask too many questions. Neither does Ding Dong Ryan. So, well, I don't want to say Ding Dong Ryan, but, you know, like Ryan is taking this as fact. That's why I say Ding Dong. I don't mean it in a mean way. Anyway, but we were talking about it and we were saying, how could she get this past Ken though? And still make him believe that this test is real. And that's when, you know, I was saying, well, she could have went in to have her blood drawn.
And she could have thrown Ken's swab away.
Yeah. So we were talking about it, and that's what we were thinking. She could have went in to have her blood drawn because her supposed test that's real, supposedly, apparently, that's real, says that she had her blood drawn, right? And then it says that Ken had a buccal swab done, which is a swab in the cheek, okay? She could have, when me and Hobie were trying to figure this out, we were thinking, okay, she could have taken the swab that Ken would have swabbed his cheek with, thrown it away, swabbed her own cheek, and sent it in with Ken's information on it.
Yeah.
And they would have taken it at face value and been like, okay, this is Ken Urker or Cannon Urker's swab, and we already have her blood sample, and it really would make the test come back 99.9% accurate, or 99.9% that Ken's the father. So that's what we were thinking about, is how could she get that past Ken? That's how she could have done it. But we have a lot more information on that. But let's finish watching this first.
The second question was, is it common for a woman to fake one of these tests? Is it easy to fake one of these tests? Yes, it is. It's very easy. Question 3. I have this stuff written down, so I'm going to kind of look down every time. So, is the lab director the same person as the notary that's on the test letter that you got, the document that you send the person? The answer is no. Question 4.
Now, we don't know what she means here.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to explain that, please do, because the name for the notary public, is the same as the signature, and the name for the doctor, of the director of DDC, the printed name is the same as the signed name. So we don't understand that part.
Is the notary in the middle of the signature or at the bottom of the signature? The notary stamp would have to be connected to the signature somehow. It cannot be below because people can copy and paste it. Okay, I think I've said and showed enough information to prove that something's not right about this whole testing. My question is why? Why would somebody do something like that? Well, is Ryan the father? Or is Ken the father? Is she just trying to find more clout? Is she just trying to get more attention? I mean, what is it? If you guys want to know more information, I have some numbers for you. They gave me numbers, okay? The first one is 513.
It ends up playing music where you can't hear the numbers anyway, but we have the numbers and we called them. But we're about to show you this. Look at this. So what she was talking about with the notary public is this, and we kind of drew a line through the signature because the signature does not look like Jane Smith at all. But this is an example of a Louisiana notary public stamp. Okay, and most notary public stamps, I know at least in our state anyway, the stamp, like, I don't know what the word for it is, but it, when it stamps the paper, it's not just a stamp. It, makes an imprint on the paper, like it raises the paper where you can feel the stamp. You get what we're saying? Okay, so this is an example of one type of notary public signature where the stamp, where you see where we drew the blue lines at, that's where the signature would be, right there with the stamp. Okay, or sometimes the signature will kind of go through the stamp or at least touch the stamp, and the stamp meaning this part right here. Okay, but look at Gyp's paternity test that she posted. Okay, this is the one that Gyp posted on her TikTok. She posted the same one on Instagram. You see how this one, it is from the state of Ohio, but that's because apparently the place that she went to called Fastest Test, and we know that because she freaking showed it in a video clip on Fastest Labs. That's right. Thank you, Hobie. But Fastest Labs, yeah, she showed it in a video that she only left up for a short time that we happened to catch, and we put it in our previous video about her DNA, the very last video we posted about her DNA, and that she can't prove that it's real. That title video, we put it in that one. But you see how the signature is way above the stamp, and also it's very dark black ink, which, okay, maybe there was more ink on that, but the thing is it would have been done at the same time the doctor's stamp was made. So you would think they'd be using the same ink pad. The person, assistant, secretary, whatever, that stamped these, okay? We don't know that for sure. But also look at this. So y'all see that the notary public signature is way above the stamp. But also, we happen to notice this. You can barely see it, but you see how there's a line right there for Deborah Davis, the laboratory director at DDC, has a line for their signature. There's a light gray line right there that you can see. Okay, but there's no line at all for the notary public. And you would think if this is coming from DDC that they would have had a line for both. It just seems odd because the signature, like the black, doesn't match. But this is what we were talking about. Let us know what y'all think, because this says Donna Urschel, or however you say that. it looks like a Donna Urschel signed it. And then over here, Deborah Davis. It looks like a Deborah Davis signed it. So we don't know what she was talking about as far as the signatures being the same. I don't get that. So if anyone knows, please explain. Okay, so we called and we asked a few more questions. So y'all listen to this. Now keep in mind, and we'll show y'all, but keep in mind she could have had the non-legal test done, or she could have had the legal test done, which they say is the one that can possibly be used in court if the court decides to accept it, which it looks like they're not deciding to accept it because her divorce isn't even finalized yet. And our source told us that the judge isn't going to finalize that divorce until the baby's born, and they have their own court-ordered test done at their own facility, at their own court-ordered facility where Ryan, Ken, and Dip Jip will have to all three go to and be tested so that whoever's not the father is on record as not being the father, and whoever is the father is on record as being the father, just in case Dip Jip decides to go after child support, which she may, since Ken apparently is all the way out the door now. And we had gotten a source that had told us that he proposed to her at the gender reveal party, and we found a picture where she was wearing a white silicone band on her finger around that time, but she hasn't worn it since, so we don't know about that. But we'll find out sooner or later. But y'all, when I called, I had to act like I was, not Hubby's wife, of course, and just act like I was some random person. So listen to this phone call. I was wanting to know, okay, this is kind of embarrassing, but I have two men that could be the father. I'm pregnant, okay? I have two men that could be the father. I'm pretty sure I know who the father. I'm pretty sure my boyfriend's the father, but we wanted to make sure. I was wanting to know, how the testing works. If me and him, if me and him come in for the testing, he works late long hours, so he wouldn't be able. I don't know if he'd be able to get off to come into the lab or not, or the testing facility. Y'all's labs or whatever. I don't know that he would be able to get off or not. So how does the testing work? Let me ask you a question. The reason I was asking that is to find out if Ken and Dip Jip both had to go into the facility. And she's about to explain that both people would have to have gone into the facility. But again, that's only if you get the actual legal test done that can possibly be used in court.
Okay, so you said you're still pregnant, correct?
Yes.
Are you? Okay, so what you're looking for is the non-invasive prenatal paternity. And so, how many weeks are you?
29. I just turned 29 weeks.
Okay, great. So you're far along.
Supposedly.
So what we do is, when you say he works long hours, does he have any days off during the week at all?
No, he literally works 7 days a week. I mean, sometimes he has Sundays off, but...
Okay.
Now, I said this trying to make it sound more real, and also so that she couldn't say, oh, well, he can come in before we close or something like that. So I was making sure to say that he's only off sometimes on Sunday because they're closed on Sunday.
So what we usually do is we usually work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And so if the test works like this, we bring usually the mom and the alleged dad in. The mother we draw blood on. right? We
Okay.
have a phlebotomist there, so you make an appointment, you get blood drawn, and then we swab the father's inside cheek. And then we send both of those off. And so the skin cells from the father and the blood from the mom, they separate, from the DNA from the baby, the mom, and the dad, the alleged father. And then they in 7 to 10 days, it's 7 to 10 days business days, they'll send a report and let you know what your results are. Now that test is $1,750.
Okay, that was going to be my next question. So thank you.
Yep.
Now, y'all heard her say 7 to 10 days. Dip got her test back within 1 to 2 days. I'm pretty sure it was only 1 day, but 1 to 2 days to be on the safe side. That's what we'll say.
There is financing available. And if you call during the week, we can actually send you a brochure. And if you qualify for financing, I think it's up to 15 months interest free or something like that. So, but anyway, so there is financing available. It's not through us, it's through a separate company. So yeah, that's, pretty much it, 7 to 10 days. And so with him working those hours like that, we'd come in only if, we knew he was going to come in, but you would have had to have already paid for it and be tested. And then we'll, and I don't know if he can tell when he's going to be off on a Sunday or not, but we'd have to make other arrangements and somebody would have to come in for him, So that's how that would look right now.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to bring the swab home and let him do it and bring it back to y'all.
Right, because we don't want there to be any kind of contamination.
Oh.
Of him to say, oh, it's not mine, or it's just because things weren't done right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to make sure, and so everything needs to be done in-house. We want to make sure that we maintain what they call a chain of custody. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
We don't allow anybody to take the swab home and none of that. We pretty much want to do it all in-house. Okay?
Okay, and there's no way to draw my blood. You said you would draw my blood. Is there any way to draw my blood and somehow get the whichever one's the father? And like I said, I'm pretty sure it's my boyfriend's. I'm pretty sure my boyfriend's the dad.
We can definitely test him first. And if he tests that he is the dad, then yep, you're good. If he's not the dad, then you could either bring the other guy in and do it. You can wait until you have the baby and do it, which is a lot cheaper. Or if that's the only person that it could possibly be, then you would absolutely know that was the father of the child. And maybe once the baby is born, then he can pay for the DNA test, or you can have a legal DNA test done at that time to make sure that, if you needed to go to court for child support or anything like that, you could do that.
Y'all heard her say now you could have a legal DNA test done at that time. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I just didn't know if there was a way to separate my blood, me being the mom. I mean, obviously I'm the mom, but, I didn't know if there was any way to separate my blood or something like that to get the father's DNA out of it.
Well, the only thing we gotta have somebody to compare it to. So we'll get by your blood, we get the baby's DNA and your DNA, but we've got to have the alleged father, either one of them. One of them, whether it's the boyfriend or the other person.
Could his brother come in?
No,
it would have to be one of them.
Right, it would have to be one or the other. Correct.
Oh, okay.
It has to be one or the other.
And you said 1750.
Yep, 1,750. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so y'all see that I was playing dumb there, of course, so that we could ask these questions. Here's the rest of it. Would it be notarized, or would y'all notarize it or something for it so that just in case, because it's between two different men.
Right.
Would it be
So
notarized?
it would actually, yes, ma'am. It would be notarized. It would be a legal document that you could take and use in any court for anything you may need it for. But yes, when we send that off, it would be legal. Or when it came back, it would be legal because it would be notarized by the laboratory.
Okay, so we wouldn't have to be present, my boyfriend and I, or the other potential father, my ex. We wouldn't have to be present for it to be notarized.
No, ma'am. Once we send everything in and take pictures and do all the paperwork and all of that, they'll notarize it on their end, and when you get the results will be notarized.
Okay, what do you mean by take pictures? Y'all take our pictures? Or you mean?
Yeah, we have to prove that you are who you say you are.
Oh.
So you guys need the form of ID, picture ID, for your driver's license. But we also take pictures and make sure that we get all the right paperwork.
Okay, thank you very much. My boyfriend was just asking about that, so I wanted to know.
Okay, yes. It'd be notarized.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night. Bye. Okay, so that was the phone call. Y'all let us know what y'all think.
Sorry for the static at the end.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That was on their end, that staticiness and stuff in the phone call, that was on their end. We tried to clean it up a little bit, but we couldn't get it completely cleaned up to where it was completely clear. But yeah, sorry for the static. But in our previous video about the DNA, remember us showing y'all this? There's a legal test that you can have done, and it says the purpose, results can be used in court for child custody / child support. Okay, and y'all see on this one, this is the one that says a cheek swab is collected from the potential father at an approved health facility. So they would be the ones to collect the cheek swab. Then the other one is the non-legal test. And y'all can see in this one where it says that you would collect the father's DNA at home. Collect father's DNA sample at home using cheek swab or from other DNA sample. Fingernail, cigarette butts, because their mouth has been on the cigarette butt, or even an ear swab. Anything that has their DNA on it, you can use, and then send it in. You would send it in to them, and then they would send it off. This is from the DDC site, but where DipJip went, Fastest Labs also says the same thing. They just don't list it, like with these little check marks as bullet points very clearly, but it does say the same thing. They do have an at-home test that is a non-legal test, and then they do have the legal test that they send off to DDC. So that site says the same thing as well. So what do y'all think? What are y'all's thoughts, opinions, comments, and all of that about all of this? Hopefully this is our last DNA video about Gypsy's baby's DNA or the DNA of the father of DipJip's baby. But we don't know, because if Ryan turns out to be the father, we'll have another video on that, of course. But what do y'all think? We think that, or I think anyway, personally, I don't know about you, Obi, but I think she probably had the non-legal test done so that she could kind of get it back in.
Yeah, probably so.
Okay, so that's our thoughts on it. Y'all let us know y'all's thoughts below. Again, thank you so very much to the people that sent super thanks. We greatly appreciate that so much. And again, y'all, thank you so much to all of our new subscribers. We cannot believe our channel has grown so fast. Our channel, our family, it's all thanks to all of you. Thank you so, so very much to all of our subscribers that's been with us from the beginning all the way to now. All of our new subscribers, our many new subscribers, thank you all so very much for choosing to be a part of our channel and our little family here on YouTube. We greatly appreciate all of you so very much. We have the true crime story that's very close to us that happened to someone that we know very well. And we also have the Menendez brothers videos coming up, as well as many other videos. Also, a video about a girl named Ruby, a true story from Louisiana, and Dip Jip, and how they all coincide with each other. So we have many videos coming up in the next few days and in the next week that you're not going to want to miss. So if you're not already subscribed, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos. And we hope you all enjoyed this video. And we hope y'all have a good night. And God bless.
God bless.
Bye.
Bye.